welcome to my back. You know that. You know what this is by now. I'm sorry, I had a bit of an interruption earlier, so let's see if we can actually... Yeah, oh, alright. Forgot about that. Yeah, sorry. I completely forgot about something, or didn't anticipate something that was supposed to be coming up. So I had to step back for a bit, and hopefully we can actually finish this now. Okay, just making sure that was okay. So at this point, as a reminder, for those of you who left and didn't realize there is going to be a part 6.5, as I tend to do, yeah, as a reminder, parts of streams, I don't split them up into their own separate parts. If I have a planned part of a stream, I'm going to leave it as part regular number, but if it gets interrupted by something, whether it be some internet connection or something else, like what happened earlier, it happens to be a 0.5 episode, or whatever other part it's going to be, depending on the interruptions. So today, we are at Spyro ReIgnited Trilogy, part 6.5. So, yeah, if you weren't paying attention until now, this is basically the final part for the original Spyro game in Reignited, and hopefully we can actually get this down without any interruptions. So, here we basically have to well, first off, let me see if I can find another rat to give Spark some health quick. So basically, we're in Nasty's world, the final home world for Spyro 1, where we will get the chance to take on that Nork. At least I hope so, considering what we've got in store in a little bit. But yeah. Great, there's no rats around here just yet. Guess I gotta wait till we get a little higher. Hopefully we'll actually be able to get back to this proper. So, all the dragons that are in this area, they're dragons that you've previously rescued, so just keep that in mind as we progress throughout this stage. Including Latif from last time. Not last time, but like part 5.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, yeah, we get the same dragons again, but what I find cool is that unlike last time, I mean, in the original game, where for some reason all the dragons that reappeared for some dumb reason had the basically in the original game they had the same models for the dragons, but they didn't keep the voice actors consistent. They had some strange voice changes, which I honestly never got in that version. I mean, the lines are still memorable in what they did, but it really didn't do the characters justice, making them feel like they were their own special characters, but rather just more collectible stuff. And yeah, because of the fact that this was a previously interrupted stream, it may take a while for people to come back in. But hopefully we can be able to get some people in. Watch out for these things. There, got him. Now what's next is going to be tricky because we got that. I mean, I hope we would have some kind of challenge. The stages do a good job in trying to test your skill level for the most part, but there are still some issues in Nasty's world. Not exactly the most, but some of them are just fault of the timer, things like that. furnace. Sorry about that, folks. I need to close that door a little bit. Alright, gonna try to do a bit more streaming of my game, just a heads up. Alright, now hopefully we'll be able to get more peace and quiet. Yeah, at least somebody here is. Glad to see you showed up. And just for the record, TB, basically what happens, I mean, you probably know what happens at this point. I basically have to split them up into parts, but instead of doing, if part 1 got interrupted and I do part 2, 3, or whatever, no, it's part 1, part 1.5, part 1.75, whatever. You get the draw there. So basically here, a lot of the dragons that we saved are previously rescued ones. So if you remember certain dragons, yeah, you're not seeing things. Like we just saw Latif last time. Hey, don't worry, that was honestly beyond my control that I got interrupted. Oh, that was a weird jump. And so, we got our next dragon here, which is Thomas. Wanting to see him back, right?
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
Okay, that was a little silly because in the original, it came off as like a parappa the Rapper joke. Hey, Muck. So yeah, we already rescued both dragons in this area, and for those who haven't played the game before, you'll need to know that unlike some stages in this game where you can just jump from the guidebook and back into the original game, back into the main home world, you have to get to the return home world. No cheating this way. So if you're 100%ing, you have to make sure you get to the home world at least once from the actual return home thing. Ouch. That was my fault. I didn't anticipate that. Got him. And we need a key. Great. So these barrels don't do you any favors when you're the one that's being targeted. But they can help you when you're the one doing the knocking. Whoop, woo, woohoo! Oh, didn't anticipate that one. There. That took a bit. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. You gotta keep on standby. And again, make sure that you get everything when you can if you're doing this 100%, 120% thing. Darn it! Really keep missing that sometimes. But yeah, in case some of you didn't know, today's my birthday today. I'm officially 28 years old. So it's kind of crazy that this is when I actually finished the original Spyro ReIgnited stream. Alright, easy there. Alright, so. And boom. I don't think we forgot anything this time. Perfect. And we got the level 100%. We've returned to the return home portal, and we're on our way back to the next area. Oh, that's fine. And the chat underneath me broke. Great. Yeah, so like I said, I'm 28 years old, TBN. Thanks for the birthday wishes, guys. I really appreciate it. So, now that we're back here, I should have said that the dragon that you saw here, that was Delvin. But you'll see another dragon since there's only one platform around here. And all the other chests, they're in these dragon mounts. So you can't get 100% in your first go in this area anyway. That would have been too easy. You need to get to Nasty first. And these dragon heads, they had something different about them every time, whether it be the snout design or the colors. Hard to tell what it is, but it's definitely a cool change of pace. Hey Pika, hey Sean, good to see you guys, and thanks for joining me. Now, to Twilight Harbor. And this one caused a bit of controversy once news about it spread. Which is a weird situation, but I'll explain it once we get into the gameplay. Yeah, I'm going all out on the Spyro gear in case you didn't notice for today. Oh yeah, these guys. Now, in the original game, if you know how this worked, you'll know that these, and by the time you get to this stage, you would have expected some cartoony stuff, but these Norks, here they shoot goop of all kinds. Remember, like this pink variety, which makes kind of sense in the universe because it is mostly a toxic goop of some kind. But if you're playing the original game, I mean, in ReIgnited, it's this goop. But when you get to the original, and these guys are just tossing these cartoonishly large bombs. But in the original game, those with the guns shot actual bullets, and these grenade launching Norks, or those bomb launching Norks, they tossed out real hand grenades. Yeah, in a kid's game. Think about that. That is kind of nuts when you think about it, folks. But yeah, it's clear that these guys, I mean, I've heard all the Splatoon gun jokes in this case, but again, in the original game, it was indeed real bullets. They had actual miniguns. And actual grenades. Let's see, let's make sure we didn't forget anything. Oof, ow. Okay, didn't need to hit the triangle button there. Did I? I don't think I missed it in here. Most of them are aimed that way, but I think I got most of them out here. Yeah, most of them are out in the other area. And again, well, they actually turned those bullets from pinstripe into what looked like mini missiles, but not many people noticed it. Here, it's kind of more of a big deal since everything else was more fantasy focused, so the change to real bullets and grenades by the end was kind of jarring. I kind of missed that, which is interesting, because in this game, Moony Norks, like, literally Norks that, like, show off their booty, that's no big deal. But guns and grenades? No, don't use that. Don't use that stuff. And this will be the last time you hear this line for a while.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Well, thanks for the variation on that, Cosmos, but it's still thank you for releasing me. And yeah, thanks to, and that's gonna be the last time you'll hear that line throughout this game, so for future playthroughs, don't remember Return of Ringrithos Rage and You're the Dragon, don't worry, you're not gonna hear that line anymore. I don't think I missed any gems this time around. Got it. Oh, seriously? Got it. Alright. So, now that I'm back here for real, I think it's time to ask the question since we're so close to the end of the stream. Or at least for the original Spyro. Well, actually, not yet. I should be asking you guys, curiously, what game do you think I should be playing when I finish this one up? I got a few games that I've previously played on the stream and might want to get back to for a little bit. Got Kingdom Hearts, Cyber Dimension of Tunia, the Four Goddesses game, Ni no Kuni 2, and a few others. Anyways, yeah. So, any games that I've previously played, or... Ah, darn it! Missed that one. So based on what games I've previously played, or... I mean, what would you like to see me play? I mean, I'd be willing to try it in any of them out again. Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, there was Ni no Kuni 2, like I said, Cyber Dimension of 4 Goddesses, 2 Digimon games, Cyber Sleuth and good old, Cyber Sleuth and Digimon World Next Order. Got it! Finally. And also... Was that it? I don't know if I remember another one. Well, there's also the Nanatsu no Taizai game that I briefly played for a little bit. Well, I got one vote for Ni no Kuni 2. I'll keep that in mind, Sean. But thanks again. Now, I don't think I'll be getting Fallen Order anytime soon. Oof. Gosh, seriously. However, I did recently ask for something specific for the PlayStation. I don't know if it'll work for the Let's Play format, but if I'm able to, then I'll let you guys know as to what that is, and we can explore that together as blind Let's Plays or something. I'm not sure, but we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, JoJo. Yeah, that was the other game that I was thinking of. So, yeah, those are some of the games I've got, and I do have Spyro for PS4. It's not Spyro, Spider-Man for PS4. I may get Avengers at one point, but no promises on that front, because considering everything that's been going on lately, it may be a little trickier to get to that point. And here's one of our last returning dragons from our previous homeworld, Cletus. Remember this guy?
Be on the lookout for North Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Again, I'm glad they kept the consistency this time around, but in the original game, that was really weird. Like, in the original cut of Spyro, Cletus here went from green in Beastmakers to a weird grayish color by the time he got here, so it made him completely unrecognizable as the same dragon. I think Greatest Hits did fix that, but it's still weird that they did that situation. This is where it gets very difficult and a little unfair at times because they actually got rid of certain... Like, they stopped giving you rats at a certain point, or they're so... I mean, the fodder is so few and far between. I've been hearing a lot about the Final Fantasy VII remake, but the thing is, I never grew up with Final Fantasy. By the time I heard about it, I was already into Kingdom Hearts, so I hadn't actually played a proper Final Fantasy game, and I haven't had that much time to try. I was getting close to doing Final Fantasy X and X-2, just upon Pika's request, but I wasn't able to actually get to playing those yet. And partially because I had them for the Switch, and unfortunately, my original Switch, well, if you guys remember what happened in December, well, that was kind of a harsh time. Seriously, 30 gems missing? But yeah, I gotta head back and figure out where they are. Seriously, what's going on over there? Ah, boy. Gotta head back and get those other 37 gems. No, 37, what am I saying? 30 gems. Where did I miss them? Where in the world are they? I got those gems, so where could they be? Ah, shoot. I missed an entire section. I realize where it was now. I really wish those rats could pop up more frequently. That's where they go. Ah! Darn it. If you think this is bad right now, just wait until we actually get to Nasty himself. It's gonna be a little problematic. Because you gotta be worrying about getting after the boss and dealing with the crap of his minions. Keep thinking, what? Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought the piston or whatever that was clipping through the wall. That was really freaky. Anyways. Finally, got all that. Now, unfortunately, as I said before, you can't just jump right to the guidebook and be like, I'm done, I'm ready to go now. You have to get to the return home screen. I mean, the return home portal. But yeah, it sounds like, why you guys are wanting me to do maybe a Square game, maybe maybe try Spider-Man for the first time proper on this channel. I'm not sure. But if you guys really would like me to try something, please tell me now before I forget. And by the end, I may actually let you know what game I'm going to do. So, 22 minutes in with this one proper. And we're almost at the final, well, not final, but we're almost at the boss stage. Those little rats. Okay. Who knows, maybe I'll get a spare life. No? Okay. I found in some case, in the original game, you could probably clip a view through here, but you can't see it here. But yeah, now it's time for the final stage of the original game before you get the extra 20%. You're finally going to take on Nasty Orc himself. So here we go. So far we got all 70 or 80 dragons. Well, almost all of them. And we're at we got 11,500 gems. So close to that 1,200 mark. So that means most of the gems to get that initial 1,200 are in this area. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done. So that means we gotta do a lot of stopping every now and then. Which will make this stage longer than it should be. There's Nasty. Ouch. Yeah, you can't really stay around in one spot for too long, because he is going to blast you. Best to get these guys first. Better to get as many of these as you hits you. So now I have to head back and make sure I didn't miss a single gem in this area. Which I don't think I did. And yeah, most of this is a bunch of chasing, unfortunately. It's not like a proper boss fight. You're gonna have to wait until next game for real boss battles. Then again, Spyro 1 never had real boss battles. The closest being, I don't know, Metalhead, possibly Dr. Shemp. So, in order to really beat Nasty, you gotta get these guys. And if these guys don't give you a hint as to what's coming, well, you're in for a bad time. Got him! Okay. So yeah, if you weren't paying attention, most of this stage is just a bunch of chases. I don't think there's any more here, but I want to make sure that I didn't miss any. So, before we get after Nasty, I want to ensure that we get every last gem in this area. Are we leading you back down the same area, Sparks? Yeah, most of them are right around here. So, yeah, again, this is just a chase scene. Nasty doesn't even fight you now that you're after him. And in order to 100% this game, you gotta get all the gems in this path. Meaning you gotta go through this loop several times. If you're lucky, maybe just twice. But clearly this isn't going to do anything for you right now. He doesn't even hit you first time around. He won't hit you again either, depending on whatever route you take. But you gotta make sure you get after him quick once you're really ready to get after him. Ah, darn it. And any lives you lose are gonna end up like that. You're just gonna fall into the pit. You do keep all the gems, thankfully, but unfortunately, you gotta go after those same things again. So yeah, this is gonna be the longest chase sequence you're gonna get. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat right away, guys. I need to focus on getting these thieves and ensure that I get their keys. Got it! Okay. How dare you use the Joestar secret technique? You're not a Joestar! Well, there's no Joestars or stands in this game. Spyro may not be the greatest anime out there, but he definitely knows what he's doing. Now, hopefully I don't have to do any more loops than needed to get after this guy. If we do this right, then we won't need to do any more. Ah, nuts. So yeah, most of the gems are back in Nasty. So most of this playthrough, for a while anyway, is just gonna be me chasing after this guy. Ugh. That is a pain. Take 3. Ouch. Come on. These guys are gonna go on the exact same loop until you beat them. You've played the game before, TV. You know how tedious this is. Ouch. I'm sorry this is taking me a while. I'm not the best at Spyro. I don't claim to be a speedrunner, nor do I claim to be the best at 100%ing this thing. Though I do know how to. Ow. Shut it, North. Alright, like I said. Take 3, nut job. Ouch. Yeah, that means we gotta do it again. Sorry, guys. Got him! Okay, so this means we're in the home stretch. So we just gotta catch up to him and fast. And this is silly because he basically corners himself. Gotcha! You're toast, Nork. And we have finished the boss. And for those who just do 100%, that's the game. Good timing, Spyro. Welcome back, man.
Sorry it took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Ganasty Ganor?
Really?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Sure is, my man. Also, the reporter's name is Bob. You think that means we've been messing around with his toys? But yes, we beat Nasty Nork. This is gonna be the longest credit sequence though, so if I can skip it, I'm going to. Oh, perfect. Just a couple buttons and boom, we managed to do it. I am not a fan of showing you guys the credits right now. I do want to give props to the creators. Good job to Toys for Bob for making this a great game. But you could have just condensed and separated them into their own individual games so we could at least know who was responsible for which. I don't know if there's any difference, but hey, I'm not a developer. Oh yeah, there were 80 dragons, not just 79. So, with this, we can finally talk to this last dragon and get our booty on. Magnus! From Peacekeeper Skin.
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Which we have. With all 80 dragons, we can now gather up Nasty's loot. This is for all you guys that are willing to do the 120 bonus. 120%. So as of now, we got 80 dragons, 12,000 gems. The game ain't over just because we hit the credits and we beat the first boss. Nope. We still got a little bit more with Nasty's loot. Hope you guys are ready for this one. This one may take a little bit. And it doesn't look like much. But yeah. What's cool about this area, we can kinda sorta glide. I mean, it's not saying much, but we actually can do it. There's gonna be a lot more moolah here. So now, there's no more dragons. We're just collecting all the treasure. So with 14,000 gems, guess how many gems are gonna be in this area? And yes, there's thieves in this area too. So again, if you guys have any suggestions on what to play next, let me know. I'll be willing to listen in and tell you, I'll let you know by the end what I think we should be playing. Did I miss the thief? Darn it. He's back up here. He's just gonna go in a circle, I bet. Yeah. Give me that key, you. Had enough key chasing with Nasty Nord, and now you gotta do me wrong too? Got it! So now we can unlock some more areas. That'll get us higher, and let us be able to fly higher as well. Because if you didn't notice in this area, you can only fly, which you can fly proper now, but you can only fly as high as the highest point you got, and then you jump from. So you're gonna want to keep that in mind. Can't get much higher yet, but there's some more moolah over here. This is gonna get you dizzy after a while. Yes! Okay, so we got another key. That's great. So, based on what I'm seeing, we got a vote for Ni no Kuni 2. We got some for Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. There's some for... Oh, well that stinks. I can't really play Ni no Kuni 2 then, if that's the case. I would have to do that on my own time. Whoa! But either way, I'm glad for the suggestion anyway. Let's see where we can go from here. There's not much that we can get right now, seeing where we just jumped from. But the higher we can climb, the more treasure we can get. Oh, hello! We got ourselves a thief in a plane. So we gotta go after him. Now let's find that guy. Can't get much higher right now. Let's see where he went though. Where did he go? Well, at least I can do this. There he is. Get back here, you little thief. Okay, that was too easy. He just flew right into me. Did you see that? That was crazy. Oh, also. I think there's gonna be another one in here somewhere. This is the last area, so you're gonna need one more key. And this guy's not a pushover either. This guy's gonna make you work for that last key. So if you're able to, I suggest spamming the flame button every chance you get, while making sure you know where you're gliding. Did I miss him again? Ah, darn it. Now I gotta go back and find him. Again, if you guys are able to give me the suggestions, I'll be more than glad to accept them, depending on if I've got the game. There he is. Got him. Now then, let's see how much higher we can get and what treasure we can gather now. If you do it right, you can actually get as close to as high as you can get here. So close. And there's a lot here, guys. And we're only at 900 plus. There's this area too. Let's see what we're missing, because I feel like there's one more somewhere. Either this is it, or there's another thief somewhere. I don't think there is, but now that we've reached the highest point, let's stop up here. I think they're all in there. Okay. Oh boy. And remember this from the opening cutscene? Yep. This is where Nasty saw us on TV. I guess he wrecked the place though, because there's his demotivational posters. Knowledge is the power to turn dragons into crystal. Patience is for dragons. Imagination rhymes with devastation. Practice. It's not about being the best. It's about destroying everyone else. Oh my gosh, dude, you are... Oh man, Nasty. You are not the most inspirational of villains. Watch this though. Behold the remaining treasure. And he hoarded this all for himself, mind you. I don't think he was gonna make any more villains. But just look at that number skyrocket. That was weird, seeing it hover, but still. 2 1,000 gems. I wish I could. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, or just gentlemen, we have completed Spyro the Dragon in the ReIgnited Trilogy's first installment. Let's watch. We're live!
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Ganor, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Nasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Really?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Nasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent.
Seriously?
Oh, here we go again.
What's ironic is that we don't actually see Nasty come back in the original trilogy whatsoever. That was a tease for nothing. But, yeah, we have completed the original Spyro the Dragon. Including our hiccup that forced us into a part 0.5. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for joining me in the original Spyro the Dragon. And the game takes you right back to Artisans. So with that in mind, we've got quite a bit of time, and for our next installment, we're actually going to hold off for Ripto's Rage, as I may have said a few times, but we will come back to this game at a later point, I promise. We do have something else coming today, assuming that... yeah, clearly. But, in any case, for Ripto's Rage, we'll save that for a later point. If we are able to, I will make sure that we can try one of our previous games. If something shows up, I'll show you what I've got in store, assuming that I am allowed to actually stream that game. Well, more than one, but we'll see how that goes. I gotta test this stuff out first, make sure I know what I'm doing. But that's basically a spoiler on what my birthday gift might be. I can't guarantee it. But next time, folks, we're gonna come back and we're gonna be playing one of my previous playthroughs. I'll figure out which one to do. We're not going to do a new one just yet until that we've completed one of those other playthroughs and Spyro ReIgnited Trilogy. But again, for the original, that's it. If you like what you've seen so far, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more content here. I do a lot of playthroughs every once in a while, and hopefully we'll be able to do a few more. I can't guarantee when I'll be able to do them, but thank you all for joining in. Again, check my channel and playlist for other videos that I've done, including a lot more playthroughs. And until next time, folks, ora keke shiraba, and thanks for joining me on my birthday stream as I beat Nasty Nork. So until then, take care, minasan. Jane.